At the beginning of this series, we will naturally start by studying the book of Genesis. But before that, we would like to give you a short series of guidelines for studying the Bible. We want to talk about the Bible itself, because this is the book we are going to study.
Without a doubt, the Bible is the book that has suffered more attacks and criticism than any other book ever written. It has been attacked like no other book. However, it has provided and continues to provide real spiritual help to millions of people all around the world, and it has been doing this for more than 2,000 years. A book like this, with such a great impact on humanity, truly deserves serious and thoughtful attention from men and women.
Now, we want to say a few words about what we are trying to do in this program, Through the Bible. The author of these Bible studies, Dr. J. Vernon McGee, told that many years ago, in the business district of the city of Dallas, Texas, there was a church that had a large sign that could be seen by everyone who passed by. It had this powerful message: "The Bible as it is, for people as they are." This is a very strong statement. Let us repeat it. The Bible as it is, for people as they are. This is the goal of the ministry of the program Through the Bible. During the years this program has been presented, we have gone through the entire Bible, the Word of God in its fullness, just as it is, and it has been presented to people just as they are. This means we bring it to people who need God, people who are sinners. People today need salvation. Many do not even believe they need salvation, but they do need it. So now we are starting once again this 5-year program to carry out our plan of presenting the Bible as it is for people as they are. The complete study of the whole Bible that we have already done over a period of 5 years, each time has not only encouraged us to start again, but it has also shown us that the full Word of God reaches people at every level of our modern society and in every part of our culture. From the first day of its presentation until now, we have received literally thousands and thousands of messages that prove this.
There are many people who benefit from the teaching of this ministry through YouTube videos, and they use it. We are happy about that. Now, we would like to continue growing this ministry and reach many more people. We aim to teach the whole Word of God. We believe that all the Bible is the Word of God, and that all the Bible should be taught. Before we continue, dear listener, let us make it clear that our purpose in this program is to teach the complete Word of God. As we said before, we believe that all the Bible is the Word of God, and that all the Bible should be taught. You know, it is very easy to choose only the most well-known books of the Bible to study, but it is our desire in this series to travel through the entire Bible, from Genesis, the first book, to Revelation, the last book of the Word of God. Now let us make some comments about the importance the Bible has had for other people. There is a poem based on the statement found in the second book of Kings, chapter 23, verse 2, which says, "And he read in their ears all the words of the book of the covenant, which was found in the house of the Lord." Notice that it does not say some of the words, but all the words of the book. The poem talks about a man who thought he knew his Bible because he read small parts of it from time to time. Some verses from John, others from Matthew, a portion from Genesis, some chapters from Isaiah, Psalm 23, Romans 12, and so on. This man thought he knew the Word of God well, but when he tried to read the whole Bible, he found it very different and could hardly find his way. The truth is, dear listener, that there are many people today like this man. They like to play with the Bible, so to speak, reading it only when they kneel down tired and yawning, saying a very short prayer. Some people treat the Scriptures in a way they would not treat any other book. They read the Bible with impatience. But the Bible needs to be read in a careful and organized way because it is the Word of God. If you read it this way, then you will kneel with joy when reading it. That is why we invite you to study the Bible with us. We will go, as we said, from Genesis to Revelation, through all 66 books of the Bible, covering all chapters and most of the verses. Only in this way will we become better men and women, and we will have the most moving experience we have ever had. Now, we would like to share with you what some great men have said about the Bible. This is a book that has influenced great people throughout history, and those people have influenced the world. One man said that he examined all the scriptures as much as his limited time and ability allowed him, and the result was that the Bible is the best book in the world. It contains more philosophy than all the libraries he had seen, and the parts he could not understand, he left for future study. Another president of the United States, John Quincy Adams, said, "Search the scriptures. The Bible is a book above all others, to be read at all ages and in all conditions of human life, not to be read once or twice and then set aside, but to be read in small portions every day, without stopping unless absolutely necessary." Dear listener, can you go beyond that statement? These men were presidents during a time when North America had the privilege of being a great nation. They were able to deal with their problems. Someone may say that the problems of that time were not as complicated as today, but they were complicated for their time. Both England and the United States have moved away from the Word of God, and the more we move away from it, the more complicated our problems become. That is why we want to teach the whole Word of God. We believe it is the only solution, and honestly, we must return to the Word of God. The author, Dr. J. Vernon McGee, also told that when he was a student in seminary, he was sent to preach at the First Presbyterian Church in Augusta, Georgia. The people there were going through a difficult time and perhaps thought a seminary student would not cause much trouble. It was a hot and humid spring day, and he had to wear a long robe. He discovered that if he removed his shirt underneath and wore the robe, he could create airflow by moving his arms while preaching. After the service, someone said they had never seen such a young preacher move his arms so much. While preaching, he noticed a sign on a bench. After the service, he read it. It said that President Woodrow Wilson used to sit there with his mother when his father was pastor of that church. Woodrow Wilson later became president during World War I. He was a great and outstanding man, president of Princeton University and later of the United States. He was an idealist, and his idea was the League of Nations, just like the United Nations today. The problem is that idealism does not fully understand human nature as it really is. The Bible teaches that man is sinful. Wilson said, "I would be afraid to go forward if I did not believe that all our education and all our thinking is based on the perfect and unequaled Word of God." Gregory the Great said about the Bible, "There are shallow places where a lamb may walk, and deep places where even an elephant may swim." We are going to study this book. It is like a child playing on the shore of the sea with a small bucket and shovel, while the ocean is huge. We will spend 5 years studying this book, but there will always be more to understand. What a great adventure we have ahead. Judge Hale said to his son, "There is no book like the Bible for excellent instruction, wisdom, and application." Thomas Jefferson said, "The careful reading of the sacred book will make better citizens, better husbands, and better fathers." Samuel Johnson said during his final illness, "Young man, listen to someone who has gained some fame and is about to stand before his Creator. Read the Bible every day." Daniel Webster said, "I have read the Bible many times. I now read it completely once every year. It is the greatest book for guidance in life. I feel sorry for the man who cannot find in it a rich source of thoughts and rules for his conduct. Finally, Thomas Carlyle, the Scottish philosopher, said, "A noble book, a book for all people. It is our first and oldest statement about the eternal problem of human destiny and God's dealings with man on earth."